Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Finding 10, where we are gonna search for a 10 out of 10 movie. Today we're gonna talk about The Boys Season 2. Yay! I haven't talked about Season 1 because, well, this is a new channel, so I might touch on it a little bit in this video or maybe in some other video. So, alright, to those of you who haven't watched The Boys, whether it's Season 1 or Season 2, let me just say this. If you're a fan of superheroes, action, dry or dark humor, you will most definitely love The Boys. Why? Because it is honestly just so much fun. The Boys get you hooked from the very first episode because they did such an amazing job on world building. The characters are all amazingly well written and just so much fun to watch. Homelander, Butcher are just so iconic. Homelander is hands down one of the most terrifying villain I've ever seen, so big props to Antony Starr. You're just flawless as Homelander. The chemistry amongst the cast are obviously there, which makes all their interactions just all the more fun. Now, I haven't been able to pinpoint what it is that they do so splendidly to pack such a cliche premise and turn it into something that we can truly enjoy without being cringy. And I dare say that the premise is cliche because, well, to be honest, it is not a new idea. It is not a fresh idea. It's basically just a group of normal people wanting to get back at superpowered people for misusing their powers. And yet, they managed to make it so good and so fun. I know that they're adapted from a comic book, but from what I've heard, they actually changed a lot of things. Now, I haven't read the comics, so I don't know how great it is, but I can tell you for sure that The Boys is the best superhero show after Daredevil. So yeah, if you at least like superheroes, you should most definitely go watch The Boys. So alright, let me get into the spoilers with you. You have been warned. The Boys Season 2 starts off with a lot of mess after Season 1's finale. Butcher is missing, Madeline is dead, 2 of the 7 is missing, and the boys are the most wanted criminals in the country. So episode 1 starts off a little bit slow. Now, to be fair, I binge watched the whole season in a day because it's only 8 episodes, so maybe there are some scenes that I forget. But episode 1 really did an amazing job of reminding us why Homelander is so terrifying. What he did to Blind Spot was honestly such an amazing way of reminding us what Homelander is, and that milk scene was just so perfect for Homelander. Now, what I love about The Boys Season 2 is how they humanize some of the characters, especially Butcher and Homelander. Those two characters are really the centerpiece of the series, and to me, they're just different sides of the same coin. They really won't let anything stand in their way, and it sometimes terrifies us seeing just how far they'll go to get what they want. But in Season 2, they both finally got what they want, which is Homelander found love through Ryan and Stormfront, and Butcher finally gets his wife back. But then all of those things are ripped away from them in a flash, and you can just see that they both snap, especially Homelander. Now, I didn't feel bad for Homelander, and I don't get why some people do, but honestly, I was really terrified of what he might do next. Now, let's move on to other characters, Deep and A-Train. The Deep has been so funny throughout Season 1, but in Season 2, he's on a whole other level. When his girls were talking, I was laughing my ass off. With him being so submissive into entering a cult makes him the funniest character in the whole series. Now, A-Train is interesting. I'm starting to like A-Train more and more. I feel like he's way calmer in Season 2, and that's probably because he knows that he should be dead and that he just lost everything. So while I never felt bad for Homelander, I kinda felt bad for A-Train. And because of that, I really loved when A-Train gave Starlight Stormfront's files. And to be honest, that scene was the funniest scene in Season 2. So yeah, I hope he doesn't turn bad again in Season 3. Lamplighter. Now, I really love the casting on Lamplighter because I think everyone in the superhero fandom knows that Shawn Ashmore is Iceman. So to cast him as Lamplighter was really interesting. But other than the casting, I actually really liked the character, even though I think it was kind of weird that the boys didn't kill him right away. But at the same time, I'm glad that they didn't, because I actually like the character. An ex-member of the 7 who's now at his rock bottom because of his skill, I think that's interesting. And I love the way that he interacts with the other characters. I was really disappointed when he lit himself on fire, literally, because we've only just seen him for what, like 2 episodes? And I wanted to see more of him. But maybe he'll come back in Season 3, because apparently in the comics, he's a zombie or some sort, I don't know. So alright, I don't want this video to go on for too long, so let's start talking about the problems in Season 2. And yes, there are problems in The Boys Season 2. First of all, it felt like there was a couple scenes missing in Season 2. The most blatant example of this is Kimiko returning to The Boys. When I saw Kimiko back in the lair, I literally went back to the previous episodes to see if I missed anything, and turns out I didn't. It really was just out of nowhere that she came back to The Boys. Second, The Boys just seemingly knows where everyone is, despite them being on their own. MM asked Huey at one point whether he has heard from Frenchie or Kimiko, and Huey said no. And yet they met up at the lair with Butcher just fine. And third, I don't really like the storyline of Kimiko's brother. I feel like the impact of that storyline is way too little for it to be 3 or 4 episodes long. It made Kimiko kind of scared of Stormfront, but that too didn't really affect anything. So yeah, sometimes it gets jumpy between scenes, but luckily it is not too much. Now there are actually a lot of things that I still want to talk about The Boys Season 2, but I think I'm running out of time. So let me finish with a list of my favorite scenes in The Boys Season 2.
And what are you laughing at?
She says the truth is, she's gonna stick her boot up your Nazi kitty.
Tall, you make the pussy so small. You my shit, you Nazi bitch!
Girls do get it done.
What? What the fuck are you laughing at?
Sorry, mate. You just look like one of them Ponzi baton twirlers.
A majorette.
That's right, a fucking majorette.
This must be some kind of a joke. Ashley.
What made you think I would ever allow a cripple into the 7? For fuck's sakes, Ashley, don't look at him, look at me. Ashley! Look at me.
Sorry.
I had no comment.
I mean, he is right. But, you know, Black Noir is definitely, he's got the biggest ego.
Oh, fucking.
Under that helmet.
What was that? It's okay.
Hey! In here, open up. Bro, we gotta talk.
Some shit, birds.
Can cause fear and anxiety in the affected children, especially if they are not carefully guided through the process. So far, Vought has...
Sorry. I'm sorry.
We are your heroes. We are here to serve and protect you. Stormfront's violation of that special relationship, of that trust, is unacceptable. Justice.
Alright, that's it for today's video. The Boys Season 2 gets a solid 8.5 from me, and I cannot wait for Season 3 to come out. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button, share your thoughts on The Boys Season 2 in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys at our next destination.